Wake up! Hey, wake up!
It's our summer parking lot sale.
Where free is a very good price.
Free is a very good price. If you don't know what free is, man, that's the price you pay. You love hearing hilarious humor to start off this podcast, either recorded in the morning, evening, early hours of the evening, early hours of the morning, whatever time zone, whatever sleeping schedule you may be on. That's why I don't tell you what the date is. Except for sometimes. Sometimes you're going to get to hear the date from me, or the time, or some sort of context as to what's going on. But just, just wake up. Wake up. I don't have the alarm clock yet. I'll save that for a little bit. Yeah. You know that alarm clock. It's pretty awesome. If you are from Portland, you should know it. Everybody knows it. I'm getting all... Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Wake up. Hey, wake up to a happy day. Wake up. Hey, wake up to a happy day. Wake up. Hey, wake up to a happy day.
You know something? When you get those alarm clocks, you have older siblings and they come into your room and wake you up. It's not the happiest way to wake up. Tom Peterson sure thinks it is. Tom Peterson doesn't also think... Well, Tom Peterson didn't do his thinking. Tom Peterson thought everybody was going to be nice and enjoy his alarm clock of having his voice waking people up. Maybe I need to get in on that. I need to get in on the alarm clock business. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use an alarm clock anyway. Everyone just has their mobile telephone, or they'll have their iPad wake them up at 5 o'clock in the morning to be at work by 9 o'clock. So they have proper and ample time to do all of their duties that they need to accomplish before they head out the door, which is a blast. Hopefully they're riding their bike, but probably not. They're probably sitting in traffic with everybody else. I've been in that traffic shit before. It's not worth it. You think it is, but nah, fuck traffic. Fuck traffic. Apparently we're having a call-in guest who said he'd be calling in a minute or two. And here it is. Speak of the Jesus? No, speak of the something. Speak of the Contra. Put this on speakerphone. And we're live here in the studio. Are you there?
I am.
You are.
No introduction?
No, I'll let you do your own introduction, man. I'm not a man of introductions. I assume my YouTube post at the beginning is a great introduction. If you'd like an introduction, I can give you an introduction, which now you get one. So this guy, I know him. He's a real good guy. Sometimes he's sort of...
That's okay, Rusty. You can bury me. That's fine. Everybody else does.
Yeah, well, this is all about what it's about, man. You know, I don't talk to shitballs on my podcast, man. You know.
That's okay. I'll do an introduction. For those of you who do not know me, I'm not surprised for one thing. For another thing, I am Buzz Anderson, wrestling commentator extraordinaire, former co-holder of a version of the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship, and active participant in DOA Pro Wrestling proceedings. And it's an be on your podcast, sir. I'm sure this goes out to millions and millions of listeners throughout the country and all over the world.
Indeed, it does. Now there'll be a lot more because they have the Buzz seal of approval.
There you go. So yeah, it's nice to be able to kind of be out there on the internet now and to have what I say be able to be heard by anybody who wants to listen to it. Thankfully, I am actually sober right now. Otherwise, I'd probably get fired from the last promotion that'll have me, DOA. But anyway, so yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, you're welcome. So you wait. At the moment, at this moment right now, man, you're all gravy, dude. Is what you're telling me.
Well, actually, I'm mostly top ramen, which is what I had for dinner.
Ooh, what kind of top ramen we talking here?
Actually, it was the instant lunch.
Oh, so it was
chicken.
The chicken one. Is that the one in the cup?
Yes, the cup o' noodles.
Cup of noodles. So it's not really top ramen. It's top ramen.
It's
like material.
It's kind of the same thing as top ramen, but all you have to do is pour the water in it and put the lid on, as opposed to sitting there and waiting for the water to boil. I found that you can actually heat water by microwaving it. You
can. You just have to find the right container. I do it sometimes for my coffee or my tea. I do instant coffee because I don't know. I don't want to have a coffee maker. That's a lot of stuff to have to worry about and have to clean. I'd rather just dump a few of these flavor crystals into my scalding cup of coffee or my scalding cup of hot water, man.
Well, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, man.
You don't have a coffee maker.
You seen those taps that you use that like you instantly get hot water?
Well, I know that are you talking about the gimmicks, the tea bags, but with coffee in them?
No, like there's a thing like on a sink. There's this.
Oh, the tap. Oh, I thought you said bag.
Oh no, not a bag. Like at the tap, the little thing you can turn, and it's.
Oh yeah. I've seen those. Actually, I've lived in places that have had those, and that's very, very cool. But if you have kids, you got to watch out. Otherwise, they'll learn the hard way, so to speak.
Right. You'll hopefully learn that first time, but it's not something you want to, wish upon, some kid to find out. You can tell him, don't touch the hot water. It's
actually, to be honest with you, there are some kids where I wouldn't mind to have that happen. But anyway, I don't hang out with those people anymore.
Well, that's always a gift. The gift that keeps on giving.
Right. So, I don't know if you've been able to watch Monday Night Raw. I was able to catch a little bit of it, and I want to say, and I just kind of wanted to put this out there. I don't know how big of a Warrior fan you have been, are, or aren't.
See, I was when I was that age. I was, that was like what, late 80s, early 90s was when I was maybe, let's see, so maybe like 6 to 10 years old was when he was really big.
Yep.
But I was a Hulk Hogan
10
fan.
years old when he started in the WWF, and I'm going to call it WWF because, to be honest with you, if you want wildlife, they had the Wild Samoans, the Junkyard Dog, the British Bulldogs. Coco came up with a parakeet. So, I mean, if you want the World Wildlife Federation, then we should still keep calling it the WWF. But anyway, when he first started in the WWF back in 1987, and then 88, and as it went on, I think it's funny, and this is a great example of how kind of growing up and getting into the business kind of excuse things for you because when I was a kid and I was watching The Warrior on television. Hold on, I gotta go grab the door.
That's my kind of... I got it. Yeah, that's gonna be my new jammy jam. And I call it open your door, sir. I bet it's someone important. It's probably his boss.
Hold on a second, let me run back up.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna talk into the microphone while you're doing your escorting. Not your escorting the person to wherever they are, not...
Good to go for now.
Oh, okay, you got it. It was your boss, wasn't it?
Oh, my landlady.
Oh, okay. I got it wrong then. So your boss, the landlady.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. Back when I was a kid, all the things that people criticize the Warrior for now are things that I really didn't care about. You know, sure. You know, he came to the ring and his promos didn't make any sense, but that was one of the best things about the Warrior, in my opinion, was that his promos made absolutely no sense.
Right. But, you know, would you expect a guy named the Ultimate Warrior to have promos that are, you know, he's not the genius. You know?
No, but, you know, when I was 10, 11, 12 years old, I thought they were awesome. They got me pumped up.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what they needed to do. They didn't need to do much more than that, and it was great.
And, you know, I really didn't care if the matches were 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. But, you know, now it's like, you know, wow. You know, all the things they criticize him for, I can see where they're coming from. Plus, you know, the backstage stuff that was going on. But it's just funny how in wrestling, you know, growing up, you just didn't hear about, neither did you care about, you know, what Hulk Hogan was doing in the dressing room before this show, or, you know, what Roddy Piper was doing in the hotel bar after a given show, or what Ric Flair was doing. You know, it's just, you watched what you watched on TV, you went to the shows, and they were larger than life, and wrestlers are still larger than life, but it's just kind of funny that way. Like, you never heard people, back when John F. Kennedy was the president, really reporting on his, you know, mistresses or doing this and that or the other. Now, every move the president... Oh, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that it even plays any part right now at all. I've never given a rat's ass, but I probably... Maybe I have. Yeah. He's still a player.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Some house cleaning stuff. But anyway, like I was saying, you know, you never heard about... John F. Kennedy was royalty. The media left him alone. Now, all of a sudden, you know, when you're the president or a political figure or a celebrity... Everything you do is tracked because of social media, because of the paparazzi and everything like that. It's just a different, and in wrestling terms, it's just a different, you know, a different atmosphere too, you know, with quote unquote kayfabe being broken and whatnot. You know, it's like everybody thinks they know everything, and the things that you learn about people when, you know, you're an adult kind of put a different perspective on, you know, how you viewed somebody when you were younger. And, but, you know, my fondest memory of the Warrior was the build-up to and the subsequent match at WrestleMania 6. I think very few WrestleMania main events have been built up as well as Warrior Hogan, and the match delivered.
Yeah, well, because this was him just coming, or Hogan just coming off of the thing with the feud with Savage after the Mega Powers broke up, and then Warrior was doing Intercontinental stuff with like Mr. Perfect and Rick Rude and then then they teamed up for a minute, Hogan and Warrior, and they were called the I forgot what they were called.
I don't think they had a name. I think they only teamed up once or twice.
Oh, okay.
But at least at first, like the second time around, the Warrior came back in '92. I think they were like the Mega Maniacs or something like that, or the Ultimate Hulksters or something like that. But anyway, and the funny thing is, everybody says the Warrior wasn't a good world champion and all this kind of stuff. And that's the thing. I mean, like I said, I was 12, 13 years old. I didn't know what a good world champion was. Okay.
Yeah.
I just knew that I liked the Warrior, and I liked what they were doing with him, and I liked him as the champion. And it's kind of weird the way he passed. He almost predicted it.
Right.
And in that promo on Raw, and it's just kind of weird. But anyway,
yeah.
so
It could
I just wanted to kind of mention Warrior and just talk about how funny it is that the WWE is one of the most successful wrestling DVDs was Rise and Fall of the Ultimate Warrior, where they buried him. They absolutely buried him, and now they're having tributes to him on Raw. It's just weird how it works. It must be nice to be Vince McMahon and own the wrestling business.
The wrestling business.
Well, sports entertainment business, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if cause I mean that had to have taken a toll on the Warrior, man. Just all that.
Oh, sure.
All that shit against him, man. It's just gotta fucking. You hear it so much. I mean, it's gotta eventually be. Putting some sort of toll on you and whatever else was going on. But I mean, whether he predicted it or whatever, man, he's fucking allegedly dead now.
Well,
I can't confirm that, but
it's just kind of one of those things, and just chalk another one up to, my heroes as a kid, leaving us, and, it's just wrestling is an interesting thing. Getting old is an interesting thing. Getting older is an interesting thing.
Yeah, because I mean, it was a long time ago, man. It was, that was 25 years ago, more than 25 years.
24 since WrestleMania 6.
Yeah, and I mean, lots changed, man. Let's see. So at that point, what Ronald Reagan or George Bush was president?
George Bush.
Okay.
The first one. No, I know a lot has changed, and it's just crazy. I'm trying not to think about all that. Otherwise, I'm gonna want to hang myself from the rafters, so to speak. But
okay. Well then, yeah. Well.
Anyway, what did you think of the show this weekend?
WrestleMania?
No, DOA.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't really, I'm gonna have to look back on the monitors, later on to get the replays. So that was kind of, running around, working on some stuff during the show. So I didn't really get a chance to, I don't think I know if I even saw any matches.
Yeah, that's the bummer about doing what you do. And by the way, I want to say that I appreciate you guys, you and the rest of the ring crew coming out all the way out to Gresham to help out. I want to say this and get this out on the internet right now. Anybody who comes to the shows and sets up the ring and makes sure that the chairs are set up and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I sat back and watched you guys put that ring together, and I used to do the ring. I used to be on a ring crew too, and now you could not. like rocket science to me now. But I want to put the ring crew over, because without the ring crew, without somebody to set up the ring, the wrestlers would have to do it, which, some of us do.
Right.
Or the promoter would have to do it, and God knows he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Not to talk bad about Terry or Tracy,
Yeah,
but
but
they've got other stuff
I'm
that
sure.
they're doing, getting the show ready.
Yeah, there's.
So, thank you very much for coming out, especially since you can't really focus on an in-ring career because of your injury. When I was on ring crew, I always appreciated when one of the wrestlers, thanked us for what we do, and so,
Thank you, man.
you, Nick, Josh, and Doug, and whoever else, is responsible for helping out with that. Thank you. And I think I can speak on behalf of all the wrestlers when I say that we do appreciate it, even though it's a thankless job sometimes.
Oh yeah, dude, I appreciate that, man. That's my jam, dude. I enjoy doing it, so it works out, man. I don't mind setting everything up, digging it down, man. It's cool. Like, I know that, I know the show has to be able to run smooth, so it's like, I don't know who right now can do what I do better than I do right now. So until I can find someone who can do what I'm doing better than I can, then I'm gonna keep doing that. Because that's,
Unfortunately, I am going to have to cut it short. I need to head down the road. I wanted to kind of have this be a little bit longer and kind of be of more substance, because I really want to talk about DOA and put it over, because DOA is going to be doing some good things, and so I kind of wanted to get a little advertising in for the show, but we will do this again.
Yeah, we can do
sure.
another one, no problem, man. Just let me know. We can do one in person if there's a time. If not, we can just do another one of these, man. I like doing them after 9 o'clock, because then neither of us have to pay for minutes on our phone, and it's a free thing, and I don't have to leave the studio. So that helps.
Well, I appreciate it. You know what we ought to do? We ought to get together one of these times and just kind of see what we can do with about a half an hour's worth of, kind of set up a format, a loose format, but kind of a format, because I'm sure that there are quite a few things that we could talk about.
Yeah, there totally is, dude. If you want to set up a format of stuff you want to talk about, man, that's cool, man. I don't know what I'd set for the format. I assume it would probably be the same stuff. So, whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about, and that's cool with me. So,
right on, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta cut this short. I gotta be heading down the road, but
cool.
We'll talk later.
Cool. Well, thanks, Buzz. And yeah.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome, bro. All right.
All right.
Well, cool. Later, dude. And that was Buzz, man. He's cool, man. Check him out, man. He is a good guy. I don't need to talk shit about him, man. I wasn't talking shit. I can only talk shit like that because he is my friend. Yeah.